to the Motocross Supercross podcast.
All right, round one of the 2018 Lucas Oil Pro Motocross series is in the books. This is episode 66 of the Motocross Supercross podcast. I'm Adam here with Claudio. What's up, Claudio?
What's going on, my friend?
Not too much, man. We got through it. We got through week one of this
That's
motocross
right.
thing. Some cool parts and some, not as cool for some people, but I thought it was a pretty good weekend. It was a good way to kick it off. I didn't think it was anything too super crazy, but like in Supercross, whenever I watch Supercross, I'm always like, oh, yeah, like screaming at the TV, but I didn't really have any of those moments during the motocross race.
Yeah,
But
I'm with you.
I still enjoyed it. It's crazy how fast they're going compared to Supercross, you know? I'm so used to watching
I know.
them.
You don't hear that fourth gear at Supercross, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And some of those downhills and stuff, and even the uphills were just so rough and just so nasty looking. So many ruts.
I know.
It was brutal out there.
I was watching it, and then, like in between motos or whatever, like as soon as the moto was done, you see like the crew pulling the hoses and then the guy, like giving out the waters to the flaggers and all that stuff. And I'm like, damn. All these memories. All these memories.
Dude, I was watching that too. That's what I like about the NBC Gold, is because they don't do commercial breaks, and just during the commercial breaks, they'll either like continue with the broadcast or they'll just show like a stationary shot of the track, and you can see like the people watering and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny. And I'm always like, yo, you missed the spot. Like, yo, you better get that spot, you know?
You better put more water on that thing.
But I thought that they did a good job with the track for the most part.
Definitely.
They've stayed. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was a cool layout, and if I feel like it had a good flow to it, and it was nice. I enjoyed the race. It was I don't know if it was a bit too long or something, but it was fun. Like I had a lot of fun watching it, and like you said, the NBC Sports Gold thing, it's gold. It's definitely a good way to watch, and because it's live, it's right away, and you don't have to be waiting until 2 a.m. or anything like that to watch any motos, or you can just watch it right then and then.
That's right. But what were you saying earlier off air about the replays? You can't watch the replays?
Oh yeah, that's they have a section that it says like full event replays, and when I first saw it yesterday before the race is when I was messing around with the not the app, but I guess the app. They only have like the qualifiers, like the replay of the qualifiers. So
oh yeah, maybe they'll put the other ones up, because you figure if you're paying for it, they should make them available.
That's what I was gonna say. They probably haven't put them up yet or whatever, but I don't see why they wouldn't have.
All right, that's cool. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. But today we are going to be talking about the 250s.
That's right.
So let's start with that qualifying. Our fastest lap time went to Jeremy Martin.
Yes.
Totally killing it. He had a 2:16.9. So Zach Osborne was right behind him with a 2:17.1.
And it was funny because whenever they finished that second qualifier, they, like Osborne, like they had the checker flag or whatever, and then Osborne came out and he's like, yeah, 2:17, blah, blah, blah. And then Langston says like, well, hold on. Like he pulls up to the podium or whatever to do the interview and stuff. And they're like, hold on, because there might be someone out there. And then it's like, oh, Jeremy Martin just beat it with a 2:16. And he's like, oh, like you can see just Zach Osborne, like, and they put him, oh, he beat the time. And he just kind of like put his helmet back on and like left.
Oh. So that's awesome. The last lap, he's kicked Osborne off the podium.
Yeah, because
that's funny.
Yeah, they followed Osborne throughout the whole last lap, I guess, and he was like throwing it like crazy, like just throwing the bike around, just doing Osborne things, and like he's like, oh well, it's not a pretty, but it will get the job done for sure, blah 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 blah, and then here comes Jeremy Martin like last second, and boom, and he got a little butthurt on that.
That's funny. That's pretty cool that happened. Yeah, Jeremy Martin looked good. Had a little bit of problems in the motos. We'll get to it, but that probably sparked a little fire in Zach Osborne because he looked like an animal out there today. He looked like an alien from another planet. Let's see who else we got on here. Savacci was third. Sexton, Rookie of the Year, was fourth. Austin Faulkner, who I thought would win this thing, was fifth. Justin Cooper sixth. Lots of stuff to talk about with him, just because he's just killing it. So
yeah, it looks really good.
Happy I had him on my fantasy team. Alex Martin was there in seventh. RJ Hampshire was eighth. Plessinger ninth. Jordan Smith, Enzo Lopez 11th. Marchbanks, the other rookie, right there in 12th. McElrath was 13th. Hayden was 14th. Justin Hill, though, 15th. Thought he might be able to turn it around, but kind of looked like the Justin Hill we saw for the majority of the Supercross season.
Yeah,
this
definitely.
Week. There's got to be an explanation into that, because he's so fast on the 450. He was killing it last year. It's
maybe
there's got to be something with the bike or just
maybe the Suzuki's
250s
250s are not fast or something,
Something is going on
because
for sure.
If you think about it, now that we're talking about this, you didn't see a top 10 Suzuki, and there's no one riding a Suzuki in the top 10.
Lopes is the other JGR Suzuki rider, and he went 11 and 15 or something. So, I don't think he cracked that top 10. So yeah, they're teammates. So, and who else? Jordan Bailey had the 19th fastest qualifying time, so not the debut he was looking for. And who else we got on here? I think that's pretty much most of the people we've been talking about. That's just the qualifying time. So, Martin Costello, we talk about him sometimes. He was 24th fastest. It's weird because, they got 40 positions, but only the 22 pay the points. So you always got to get in that top 22 just to get something out of it, or it's pretty much worthless.
Yeah.
They do the consolation race. I actually did not watch the consolation race. Did you watch that?
I did not. They didn't show it. Actually, they didn't show the 125 Open either, which I was kind of upset about.
Yeah, that's messed up. I thought that's something we were going to be able to watch. Let's talk about that real quick because, we don't really know much to talk about, but we can at least talk about who won and stuff. Villapoto was doing... Well, first we said that there was going to be 6 rounds without hang time, but there is actually 7 rounds, and hang time is that first one.
Mm-hmm.
So, Villapoto, I figured he would just smoke everyone, but he ended up getting third. Will Hahn got second, one of the Yamaha managers of the Yamaha team over there.
Mm-hmm.
And an amateur rider won this thing.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. Do you have his name?
Aiden Tejero.
Yeah, Aiden Tejera. They said, I heard him say on the broadcast he races 125s and stuff, but that's crazy. I just thought Villapoto would just smoke everyone like Villapoto style. So
I don't know why people are so surprised though. I'm not surprised for sure. I think, you just said the kid rides the 125 pretty much every day of his life. So Villapoto's
probably
only
in the
riding
best
that
shape of. Yeah, he's probably in the best shape of his life too. And then you got Villapoto and Will Hahn, who are just kind of like weekend warriors at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Showed up in a sprinter band, and just kind of unload and just went and raced for the 15 minutes that the moto last, and then that's it. I don't think it's a bad thing that they got beat by these guys. This kid's probably super stoked that he beat D. Ryan Villapoto, who has been out of the sport for 4 years now, 5 years.
Heck yeah.
So
it's still Villapoto though.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I'm there's a lot of people that are butthurt about it, and I don't think it's a big deal. It's Villapoto has been running this 125 for maybe 2-3 weeks. So nothing to be surprised there, especially when this kid rides the 125. Like he rides the 125 class. So and there's nothing on the line.
Do you have the other results for that race? Like who else was in that race?
I do not.
Okay, yeah, we'll skip that then. But that's cool. Just wanted to touch base on that. That's pretty much all we have for that right now, at least. Let's go ahead. Should we move on to Heat 1 or Moto 1? My bad. Still in Supercross
Moto
mind
1.
frame. Yeah, the consolation race, it was like Kevin Moran's won, Blaine Silveria, Dylan Summerlin, Jeffrey Watt. Like, I don't really know who any of these people are yet, but yeah, we'll just go into the first moto. The first moto, first gate trap of the whole season. I picked Faulkner to win, and he pulled that whole shot, and I was feeling pretty good at that moment. I was like, yep, see, I'm right again. I am right again. But we'll talk about his problems later. But Justin Cooper was there in second. And, yeah, Justin Cooper, dude, he's legit, man. He is legit. We're going to see him a lot this year.
I think so.
He definitely faded a little bit. I don't know if he had, like, some arm pump or just, like, whatever else was going on. But he's definitely started super strong both the races. So
Yeah, definitely. He showed that he can hang up there. And like you said, Austin Faulkner was right there with the whole shot, followed by Zach Osborne, Jeremy Martin, Justin Cooper was in the mix, and Plessinger too, which was super surprising for me to see him up there, but he did.
Yep, and Chase Sexton, Savacci, everyone was kind of up there. We saw Martin pass Faulkner. He, like, just right after that finish line, he just passed him on the inside there. It was like they had some good battles. All the battles that we saw were pretty much all good. All the battles were pretty clean for the most part too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then after Martin passed Faulkner, Osborne passed Faulkner like in that like downhill, and then it had that immediately right hand turn. And dude, he hit that thing so fast.
Yeah, he made that section work for him throughout the whole day. So.
Yeah, and I was just like, the way he hit that corner so fast, I was like, dude, he's a freak. Like, he's someone who's just like on top of their game right now. Like when Villapoto was on top of his game, like Osborne was on top of his game. Just you could just tell he was just feeling it. The bike was good, he was good, everything was good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was just going good for Osborne.
Definitely.
So yeah, pretty much when Osborne so he wasn't even right at that point. He wasn't even in first because Justin Cooper was still in first. Jeremy Martin was in second, and then Osborne was in third. Faulkner was in fourth. That was with like 24 minutes left. So there's still a lot of time left to race this moto. Plessinger was in sixth. Jordan Smith was in seventh at this point. And then this is where we start to see some of the rookies. Garrett Marchbanks, he was running eighth in that top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Martin was in ninth. McElrath was in 10. Sexton was back there in 13th. Lopez was there in 14th. We saw Melross in 16th, so he's running, and other rookie, Jordan Bailey, was running 17th, and then Hill was running 21st.
Yeah, he was not in the top 20. He was having a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, he was able to work his way back up a little bit, but he just had such a bad start. But yeah, who knows what his problems are, but he could turn it around. We saw him do it for that one round in Supercross, so we can't rule him out yet, but it just doesn't look great for him right now. Osborne, then we saw Osborne pass Martin on the inside of that half pipe. I like that half pipe section. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It's like, I think it's easy to get sucked into just like riding it like a half pipe where you go up one side, down, up the other side, down. But it was definitely quicker just to, try and cut that middle and just try and ride down the middle as soon as you can. So yeah, we saw a lot of passes there right before the finish line. So that's another reason I really like that. And then we actually saw some problems with Jeremy Martin because he was running third and then he fell over in that turn just like by himself. Track was rough, just like slipped, lost his front end a little bit, fell.
Yeah, he was running. Yeah, he did a stupid mistake which cost him because he was definitely running with Osborne up there, who looked like nobody can really catch him. And after he went down, Osborne kind of like got away with it for a little bit, but Martin managed to make the pass and got all the way to second place, and he actually started cutting some time on Osborne, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, he got too far out there, and give Osborne that much room, he's going to run with it. But yeah, it was good for him. He only lost one position when he went down, was able to, get up pretty quick, which is good. And then we saw a glimpse of, we saw these caution flags, and then Hayden Melross was like pushing his bike off the track. They didn't talk about it at all or show any replay, so it's unclear if he like crashed or if he had a mechanical problem or maybe both, but he did not start that second moto.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Yeah, he DNF'd this one and then didn't start, and we haven't seen anything online about it or anything, so we'll have to keep an eye out and see what happened to him. But hopefully he's good to go for next week. We'll have to wait and see.
Definitely.
What else happened in this race? Faulkner kind of came back. He was battling with Justin Cooper. So he got him, and then he battled for Jeremy Martin for a second. And then Jeremy Martin, or what happened? Faulkner passed Justin Cooper, and then Jeremy Martin passed Faulkner. Do I have that right?
No, Faulkner was battling with Plessinger, actually, and Jeremy Martin passed them both.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Cooper actually, after he made that, that early pass on Faulkner after, the whole shot thing, Cooper was up front for a little bit, and then he managed to hold off Osborne and Martin and Plessinger and everyone behind him. And, and then he just kind of like faded back, but then Faulkner and Plessinger were going at it for that third place position.
Yeah, and then, because Plessinger, whenever he caught Cooper, like, they had a pretty good battle. It was just, like, those teammates out there. It was pretty clean, but, yeah, Plessinger got him, and then he caught Faulkner. And then Faulkner did a pretty good job of holding him off for, like, a while.
Yeah. Yeah, they battled for a little bit.
Yeah, so he held him off, but then on the last lap, it looked like he was going to hold him off, but then he just stalled it, like, in that one little right-hander section, and then pretty much just gave it to Aaron Plessinger. He's just like, yo, you can have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm sure it was quite like that.
Yeah, not the greatest day, and that's pretty much how they finished after that. Zach Osborne won, Jeremy Martin got second, Aaron Plessinger. Aaron Plessinger looking like Vanilla Ice up there on the podium.
I know.
I kept thinking.
I did not like the haircut. I did not like the clean beard. I didn't like it. He looked weird.
He looked like Vanilla Ice. I was dude, is that Vanilla Ice? But yeah, so he was up there at third place. Austin Faulkner just missed the podium with that fourth place. Justin Cooper, though, fifth place for him. He ran 3 of the outdoor nationals last year, so this is like his first full season doing it. So fifth place for him. Savacci 6th, Alex Martin 7th, Jordan Smith 8th, Shane McElrath 9th, RJ Hampshire 10th. I think I picked him to get 3rd, so not the greatest showing for him, first race back after his big crash in Daytona. And then Chase Sexton, other rookie, getting 11th, also on my fantasy picks. Ended up being good. Garrett Marchbanks, other rookie, 12th. Enzo Lopez, 13th. Justin Hill was there in 16th. Who else? Jordan Bailey got 19th. Martin Costello 20th. Yeah, so that's kind of how everyone finished. Hayden Melross, obviously, with his DNF. Some other riders, too, not making it. But pretty cool. Zach Osborne led 11 laps. Justin Cooper led 4. So pretty cool race. It was a good first moto. Nothing too crazy, Like if I'm going to put something on the Instagram, it's like Faulkner stalled his bike, or like Martin laid it, like fell over in the corner. Like I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, maybe maybe we can find something about Melross. Maybe we'll put it up.
We'll definitely have to keep our. We got to find out what happened. It was just weird because he was like pushing his bike, and then he just like jumped on it and like kind of was riding it down the hill. Looked like it wasn't starting. So, so that was that. Let's move on to 2, Moto 2. This one I didn't think it was as exciting. Not too much craziness happened, but Jeremy Martin got that whole shot. Plessinger was right behind him, and he had a better drive over that first jump, so he took the lead. And who else was up there? Like Alex Martin was up there, 3rd. Sexton was 4th. Way better start for him. Jordan Smith 5th. Jeremy Martin did give Plessinger a little bump at the end of that half pipe. Made the pass.
I feel like he got bumped by Osborne there too. He got bumped twice on that same way too.
Exactly. Yeah, because Martin passed him right there at the half pipe, and then the next lap, Osborne passed him like right there in the half pipe. Yeah, Osborne did not have that great of a start this race, but he moved to fourth, and he was just passing everybody. He had passed Martin in like the midair, that little jump before that fly uphill roller section. They had that it looked like a short double, but it like shot you up like it was like a super steep short double. And they jumped like side by side, looked like their bars were about to like touch each other. So that was pretty cool. So that's some close racing there. Like we said, Osborne passed Plessinger, and then Martin passed Plessinger. So he started fading a little bit, and then Osborne passed. And I got to be careful how I say Martin because we got Alex Martin and Jeremy Martin. I noticed that in the broadcast they were doing that too. They kept saying Martin, and I'm like, which one? So you had to be watching for sure, especially with the two Martins out there. But that was Jeremy Martin. He passed him in the rollers. Garrett Marchbanks was killing it, dude, up in fourth at one point, battling with like Plessinger.
Yep.
And then what I think is probably the biggest story of this whole race is Austin Forkner DNFing with a lower back injury, not even his shoulder.
I know. That was a little weird as well.
Surprise.
Yeah.
It's a big surprise. It's like, what happened to Forkner? Like, his back hurts. Oh, did he hurt it this race? No. Has it been hurt? They don't really want to say much, but
like they didn't know what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like he had that lower back injury for a while. So hopefully, he'll be good to come back, but that's definitely concerning because, he looked good. If he could have if he couldn't, toughen it out for the rest of that race, must be something pretty serious,
Yeah.
So definitely got to keep an eye on that too.
Well, every single rider is dealing with something out there. They're not really 100%,
Except Osborne. But who knows? Who knows, though? He's a freak.
But Osborne, speaking of Osborne, he's interesting fact, I guess. He was actually going to...
for us?
What is it?
I said a little factoid for us.
Yeah, I got you right here. So he was actually going to start racing the 450 class this year, like motocross season. But they decided to keep him in the 250 class so he can defend his championship and also be the first 250 rider to win 4 titles in 2 years.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. And it looks like he's going to do that too. It definitely looks like that.
Well, so far he's not here to play, He definitely looks in another level of the rest of the competition, even over Jeremy Martin, who I thought was gonna come out and swing a little bit harder. So yeah, we might see a perfect season. We might see 4 titles in 2 years. So we'll see what the future holds for this kid for sure.
Yeah, he definitely did great. I thought Jeremy Martin did good too. He did do good. Osborne led 12 of the laps. Martin led the first 3. So pretty crazy, just a little 15 lap race for the whole moto. Insane. But, Martin got the whole shot, and he had the fastest qualifying time. So hopefully Martin can get in there and shake it up. But he does, I think Martin's the only one who can challenge.
Though.
Yeah,
that's the thing with motocross, though. You can do one fast lap, but can you do it for 30 minutes?
15 laps, yeah. And that's what we're gonna have to see because I think Martin is the only person who can challenge Osborne right now.
I like I said earlier, I think there was a lot of surprises for me. For example, Plessinger just being, just seeing him up there. Even Alex Martin in the second moto, coming out with that 3rd place. So here, let's go over these results real quick, and then I do want to get into that a little bit more. Go ahead.
So Osborne won. Jeremy Martin got 2nd. Alex Martin got 3rd. Aaron Plessinger got 4th. Chase Sexton 5th place. Garrett Marchbanks 6th place. RJ 7th place, Jordan Smith 8th, Justin Cooper 9th, Joey Savacci got 10th, Michael Mosman got 11th, Hartranft got 12th, Justin Hill much better this race, 13th, but still not as good as I think he could do. Shane McElrath got 14th, Enzo Lopez got 15th, Sean Cantrell 16th, Dakota Alex 17th, Gustavo de Souza 18th, Jordan Bailey 19th. Not where I expected to see him either. But the overall results was Zach Osborne, Jeremy Martin, and this is for the points too. This is how they're sitting right now with the points. So Jeremy Martin is 2nd, Aaron Plessinger 3rd, Alex Martin 4th, Justin Cooper 5th, Chase Sexton 6th, Joey Savacci 7th, Jordan Smith 8th, RJ 9th, and Garrett Marchbank sitting in your 10th place there with your 24 points.
Yeah. He definitely shook off that first moto and came out a little bit stronger for that second one.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Definitely. So yeah, here, let's talk about some surprising things. So you said Plessinger surprised you with how good he did. You thought he wouldn't do as good?
No, I definitely did not see him as a motocross rider. He is a tall guy. He has excellent control over the bike. He just came from winning the West Coast Championship for the Supercross series. But I did not, I was not expecting him to be so good, and honestly, I can see him up there, even maybe winning a race.
Yeah, definitely, and he cut off about 5 pounds of hair, so that's got to help him go a little bit faster. Yeah. Justin Hill getting 16th overall. That's where he's sitting in the points. I'm surprised. At one, I'm surprised, and then two, I'm not surprised because it's like almost exactly like how Supercross season went. So
yeah.
Austin Faulkner though, thinking he's gonna just dominate everyone, but DNFing that second race is like I said, concerning and definitely surprising because I expected him to be up there battling for a championship, and now now it's unclear what's gonna happen with him. But RJ in 9 looks like he should be able to pick it up a little bit in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Sexton though, killing it, 6th place overall. Justin Cooper, of course. Let's see, did anyone do worse than we thought they would do?
I would say maybe
McElrath was 11th overall, so McElrath didn't have the greatest motos.
McElrath would be one of them. I really thought Jordan Bailey was going to do a little bit better than he did. He ended up getting 19th.
Yeah. Dakota Alex and Sean Cantrell were back there too, 17th and 18th.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said, it's pretty competitive between those top little bit of people. So I think we'll see a bunch of switching up back there, but all eyes are going to be on that top position. Can anyone challenge Zach Osborne? Is yet to be seen.
That's the biggest question. We know Justin Cooper tried for a couple of laps. Jeremy Martin could probably be your best candidate for that position.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking right now too. That is what I'm thinking now. So, should we read a couple Instagram kind of things?
Okay, what you got?
Here's what Enzo said. He said, pro debut in the books, not the best day, but we can build up from. But we've got something we can build up from. 13-15 on the day. I've got more. Glenn Helen next. Little prayer hands emoji. And then it's all in Spanish. So he says he's got more in the tank. And you know what? I believe him because not as great, but, not bad either. Not bad. Good first race, made it through safe. So I guess you can't complain too much about all that. Who else do you want to look at? Let's see what RJ is up to because I know he said something. So RJ says, not the best day, but happy to be back at the races with the team. I struggled to get off the gate, and it was hard from there to get things going. 10-7 on the day. He said, already ready for next weekend.
Which is Glenn Helen. another cool track that the rider seems to like. Aaron Plessinger said these guys, referring to Jeremy Martin and Zach Osborne, went on another level, and if I tried to keep up with them in the second moto, I would have gone down pretty hard. That's what Plessinger said.
That's cool. A little tip of the hat to the top guys, but I don't think he should sell himself short. I think if that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do to beat Osborne. You just got to put it all out there.
Yeah.
You got to risk like getting severely hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
But Chase Sexton said first time at Hangtown was a fun one. He qualified fourth, like we talked about. He said first moto crashed twice and went off the track, but came back with a top 5 for the second moto with a 6 overall. He said he's not satisfied with his day, but he is looking forward to Glen Helen as well. So, yeah, maybe we can see definitely some podiums coming out of him. We didn't get to see his crashes or his going off the track, but that's definitely something to look forward to next weekend for. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people were right, though, on our little poll that we had on our Instagram at the MXSX podcast. A lot of people had a lot of faith with Garrett Marchbanks, for sure.
Yeah, and
they were
good,
right.
Good choice, too.
Yeah, they
Not
were
bad.
right.
Not too shabby. All right, well, is there anything else you want to add to this one?
No, man. Just ready for a great season of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, and that's it. Thank you guys for listening.
That's right, guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time for the 450s. Peace.